guys, it's Lucy, and today I'm going to be doing the Ok So Booksically tag. So the Ok So Booksically tag was created by Ok So Booksically, and I was tagged to do this tag by Rick from Neku the Book Lock, and I will link both of their channels down below. And let's just get right into the questions. Tell us about your channel name and your real name. So my real name is Lucy, my channel name is Lucy Reads. As you can guess, it's about me reading. The second question is to open Instagram search and chat about the first 3 images. This is an ad for tampons from an account I follow. The next one is a picture of a woman. She does like hair and makeup. I don't know her. And then another picture of a woman. This is from an account that posts natural hair pics. The next question is your favorite song to listen to while reading and how many plays it's got. I don't have a specific song that I listen to when I read. I just listen to whatever my current playlist is at the time. I usually keep playlists for like 3 or 4 months. Sometimes if I'm really inspired by like a book or something, I'll make a playlist off of that, but that doesn't happen that often. But I did do that for Winged Poppy Midnight by April Genevieve Tuhalke. I'll link the playlist I made for this down below. I want to try and do that for like more books, but it takes kind of a lot of time. Favorite book on your shelf at the moment? Okay, so I pre-plan like my videos in the sense that when it's a tag, I'll look at the question and come up with an answer. And at the time I was planning for this, my shelves were empty, so my answer that I wrote down was none because my shelves are empty, so I didn't have to answer this question. But as you can see, my shelves exist. There is a reorganization video on its way, by the way. So now I have to choose a book. Okay, so this is a cheat because I haven't read this yet, so I didn't want to go with the book I chose and like have to choose like my all-time favorite and blah blah blah. So I chose this. This is Journal 3. It's written by Alex Hirsch, and I haven't read it yet, but this is kind of like a coffee table type book based on a TV show called Gravity Falls. It ended last summer. If you've seen the show, then you know what this entails. Like, this is a book that's featured in the show, and so like they made it real, and it's really cool. Favorite bookish thing that you love using as a prop in pictures or your videos? I don't use props unless you count the books. 3 books you are dying to reread but probably never will. First, I'd like to say never. You don't know. Maybe I will reread them, but for now I look through my shelves and books that are really on the end of my reread list, but like I still really want to reread them. Just don't know when I'm going to get to them. First, we have Dramarama by E. Lockhart. This was the first book I ever read by E. Lockhart, and I loved it so much. I read this like in one sitting at the library, because it was at a dark time in my life when I couldn't take books out of the library, so I just went to the library and sat there and read. I was in like 8th grade or 7th grade or something like that. Like, I was pretty young, and I love this book. It's about these 2 kids who go to summer camp. It's like a musical theater summer camp, and like drama ensues, and I don't remember exactly everything that happened, but I just loved it so much. I might try and reread it before I do my E. Lockhart ranking, but I'm not sure. Gingerbread by Rachel Kahn. This is another one of those books that I just loved when I read it, and I just like to see how I feel about it again. I read this either freshman or sophomore year in a high school. I think freshman year. And I just remember loving it. It's about this girl named Sid Charisse who gets into trouble at school and then has to go to New York for the summer. And Gingerbread is like her stuffed toy doll. I don't know, I just really related to her. I feel like a lot of people now said she was whiny and blah blah blah, but at the time she just really meant a lot to me, and the book meant a lot to me, and it's actually a trilogy, so I'd like to reread the whole trilogy at some point, especially because I actually read it in the wrong order the first time. Last but not least, I'd like to reread. The name of this book is Secret by Pseudonymous Bosch. This is a children's book that I used to love. I remember getting it at my Scholastic book sale in 2007. 6th grade. I remember getting this in 6th grade and just loving this whole series. Like, this was a series that I avidly waited for the books to come out. I read this one, and then I had to get the 2nd and 3rd one. Like, I bought them on Amazon, and then I had to wait for the 4th one and then wait for the 5th one. This is a series about a girl named Cass and a boy named Max who end up involved in like this entire mystery with like magicians and evil people, and yeah, and the tone of this book is kind of similar to a series of unfortunate events, and that the narrator is also speaking to you and kind of knows how it all ends. I'd like to reread it and see if I can regain some of the nostalgia I have towards this book. Question number 8 is amazing bookish finds. It says it can be like books, bookish things like that, but I have a book, and it's Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I bought this on Book Outlet for I think it was like $3.50 at the time for a hardcover book that list price is $17.99. I think that's a good deal. And this is still beautiful. It came in like perfect condition. It still has this amazing dust jacket. The last question is hottest author / author crush, and I literally don't have one. I don't really look at authors like faces. And then, this is not a question, but I'd like to tag people, because I'm trying to do that now, where I do tags and then actually tag other people to do them. I'm saying this, but then my next tag video, I probably won't tag anyone. I tag Kyle from Shadow Reads, Madeline from Mad Booktube, and Cav from X Reading Solace X. So if they haven't done this yet and want to, I tag you. And I also tag anyone who's watching this and you haven't done this tag and you want to say I tagged you, feel free. So that's the end of the Ok So Booksically tag. Thank you so much for watching. The sun is coming in and out. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any opinions about anything that I mentioned in the tag, please be sure to leave a comment down below. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos where I talk about books. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!